A high-tech tool could be the key in unlocking a crime in Niagara County.
News 4's Luke Moretti has been investigating this story. He joins us tonight with his special assignment. Luke?
Yeah, on the surface, it seemed like a routine burglary investigation, but when we took a closer look, it was anything but routine. In fact, authorities tell us this is a case that could be far-reaching and possibly involve multiple burglaries. As we found, things began to unravel when a set of high-tech eyes arrived at the scene. This is no ordinary camera.
The lighter the color, the light blue, the cooler the object is. The darker, the reds are hotter objects.
This is technology used by U.S. Border Patrol agents who keep a watch on people trying to sneak into the country illegally.
It can pick up heat signatures, and it can also be used as a night vision, so it can basically light up the night, if you will.
It's called a thermal imaging camera, and just recently it played a huge role in cracking a suspected burglary case in Niagara County.
I would venture to say that we probably wouldn't have found anybody without that.
Niagara County Sheriff James Vautour is talking about what happened at this vacant for sale property on Wilson-Cambria Road. It was earlier this month, around 2:30 in the morning. A neighbor saw flashlights and called authorities. A vehicle was found on the property, but no people. At least no one they could spot at night with a naked eye. You can run, but you can't hide, as two suspected burglars found out. In this case, technology made all the difference in the world. According to the police report, 3 bundles of copper piping were found in the trunk of the vehicle and a black pry bar in the rear seat. They also noticed a GPS unit affixed to the windshield of the vehicle. Since they couldn't find anyone around the vehicle, the GPS was checked for recent addresses to see if they could determine where the vehicle came from. Instead, numerous Niagara County addresses were found, all for sale and possibly vacant, according to the police report.
It was just really one deputy who had a hunch that maybe they were looking at houses for sale, and sure enough, every address that was in that GPS, that house was for sale. We also found that one of the houses that was relatively close to this one, we did find the dead house. When we went to it to check it after we saw the address, we found that it had been burglarized.
In the end, it was the U.S. Border Patrol's thermal imaging camera focused on a dark cornfield that spotted the suspects.
Our agent set up, viewed the entire cornfield. He saw the 2 heat signatures.
A canine from the Lewiston Police Department, also assisting at the scene, picked up a scent trail, which led authorities to the 2 men. 39-year-old Leslie Luxon and 33-year-old Donald Walls, both of Rochester, were taken into custody and charged in connection with the burglary.
Border Patrol brought a very valuable tool to the table, which really put this case together. Otherwise, we'd have these 2 guys from Rochester out there.
Sheriff Vautour recommends telling your neighbors to keep an eye on things if you're listing a house for sale and not going to be living there. In the Wilson case, a good neighbor saw something suspicious and called police. Luke Moretti, News 4.